So here is the second reason why men may take a while to propose or may not propose at all, right? So here's number two. Number two is he's bought into everything that you have expressed that you want, but he's not sure that you've bought into or even know what he really wants in marriage, right? Uh, so again, right? So you've interviewed him, you've on all fronts, right? You've asked him about, his goals in life, what he thinks about all the issues in your journal, right? Your vetting process is detailed, right? More than what Congress goes through to select a Supreme Court judge, right? It's very detailed, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? You have a right to do that, right? He's passed your test. He gets the job as your potential husband, and the relationship commences. However, however, it, you haven't spent the time to stop and ask him and find out from him and get to know what his deep desires are in marriage. This is so important, right? So even if you got informed about them in the pre-interview, there's a difference between getting information from him about what he wants and then deeply understanding those things. And here's the thing, he hasn't gotten a chance to really truly express to you why he has those desires, and not only that, describe how those desires play out in his ideal marriage. And so here's the truth that many women are not aware about themselves, right? So um, at first, when a woman is gathering information from the man about himself, her desire for detail is in all the areas, I mean, when she's gathering information, her desire for information is in every single area, right? So what he does, what he makes, what he has, where he's from, where he's going, who he has dated, on and so on, except what he wants from a woman. Just think about that. Think about your process of quote unquote interviewing a man for a relationship, right? You would, for the most part, from my experience and from talking to a lot of women, right? There's a strong desire. You want to know everything except what he wants from a woman. In fact, most women are not. It doesn't come up in conversation, right? Right. So again, don't believe me. Just play along, right? Close your eyes and just picture yourself on a date, with a man, and you ask him what he really wants from a woman, and then he offloads this 30-minute conversation with you, right, about all the things he wants. He's very specific. 30 minutes, he just goes on about what he wants from a woman. Check, please, right? The mistake many women make is that either directly or indirectly, they don't communicate that they understand and embrace what he envisions in a wife. If that happens, he will not be comfortable. Trust me on that. What's worse, men won't typically communicate what they want to a woman because it is very, 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 very hard for men to communicate his relationship needs, especially those deep relationship and marriage needs, to a woman, even his woman, without sounding chauvinistic. This is so important for you to understand because because again, think about it. You're on a date. Just think about how he sounds. You're on a date, and hey, and the guy asks you, what do you want in a man? And you say, well, I want a woman I want a man who respects me, who is funny, who is considerate. I want a man who is making great income, who is this, that, and you tell him, and then he tells you, great. I want a woman who is respectful of me, who ensures that I'm a priority. I want a woman who makes sure that she's on top of her game in her career. I want a woman who is able to manage that and manage a home. And and all of a sudden, it's like, that's a bit much. So you just want. All I'm saying is that you just got to make sure that you are given enough space to let him know what your needs are, but you also want to communicate that what his needs are, that you understand them, you embrace them, you understand not only what they are, but how they came to be and how they will play out in marriage. Once a guy is not comfortable, if he does not know that you know what he needs, he's going to stall and he's going to take a while to propose. Trust me. Number 3 coming up.